this side so you can see. And just don't forget about this right hand. We're going to really use it later. So it's important that it monitors that leg. Let's do a quick discussion about the ashigarami. Okay, what we need from our wrapping leg, and what we need from our hooked leg, and what we need from our hip. Okay, when we do an ashigarami, when our training partner is standing up over the top of us, we are going to need an inside leg position, which is my right leg in this scenario. Okay, my right leg is on the inside. We're going to need a wrapped leg position, which is my left leg. It's going to wrap around his leg. Ideally, when you start doing these ashigarami entries, it is much easier if his ankle is in my armpit. That gives you that range of your hip for your hip. If his ankle is down by my hip, now I'm going to feel blocked by his shin. His shin is going to block my hip. Now it's really hard to wrap my leg around his hip. So when you're hitting ashigaramis, that ankle should be in your armpit. If you do that, it's very simple to have this leg wrap around his leg. When you're hitting this technique, your right leg, it can go from this hip or to this hip. Either one is fine. Okay? There is a little bit more control, notable more control, if my foot is on this side. So that lets my knee stay closed. And then I've got some control over this hip, and I've got this hip all isolated and blocked out. Okay, but this is not a bad ashigarami. This is fine as well to have the hook on this side to be able to lift. This one is just much more control. We've got both hips, and it's a little tighter in nature. Okay, your foot in this irimi style is toes out. It toes out, foot on the hip, heel facing in. It will not stay that way when we start to reap. It may cup in and turn your toes in and go through the middle. But for right now, I want my toes out. It's a safer position for my leg. My hips need to be high, up behind the knee. That way we can move Lance's knee. We got his hip already, but I can move and bend his knee and get ready for a really strong reaping scenario. If my hips are low, I'm not going to have any control over either his hip or his knee, and it's going to be a failed position. So I want to make sure you guys have your hips up, glued up underneath the knee. Your leg wraps around well. It should be a hamstring above the knee. My opposite leg should be closed with my foot on the far hip. And then you guys could or could not have an overwrap. That's irrelevant. Okay, so I think it's important that we just take a minute and you sharpen up your ashigarami position, that irimi or that standard ashigarami position, or what some call single leg X. And then you can begin an onslaught of things from here, even though, as I mentioned before, that standard ashi, if there's no rules in mind, you don't care really about rules, I think it's highly beneficial that you skip this scenario and just go immediately into the leg reap. Although this is a very good technique to learn, there's some merit in understanding the position. But as far as high level offense goes, we could forego that and just start reaping right away and getting some nice